Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hybrid Racing F1. This is the Monday Night League and we are round 2 in Canada after round 1 was in Australia. So as you probably know, I am doing comms for tonight. Formerly a league owner of SRL, but I have folded the league. So I'm helping these guys out with comms. Raced with them a couple of races last season and it's fast and it's action packed, so hopefully with a tight track like Canada we should get some good fast racing. So hopefully everyone will be in watching and everyone can hear the comms. So I'll just put a quick post in to ask. And hopefully everything should be okay. As it looks like we're just going into quali, full grid, 20 drivers. So Canada normally does turn out to be a wet race, but we will see what we have. So Canada normally does. Yep, everyone can hear me, which is good. And I'll leave the live chat open to see if any of the drivers post what comments they're going for and strategies and stuff, so I can update all the people watching. So I am new to this league, so I will rattle through a couple of the names as quali is getting formed, and I will try and get them right. Pretty much some of them are straightforward. I know a few of them anyway from racing previously. So I think from the first round in Australia, Whale is leading, so he might be one to watch here. But as I said, Canada, not the greatest track for me previously racing it. Don't tend to like it much. So it just seems to be a hairpin, one big long straight and a shit ton of chicanes. First corner's always tough. If you're on the outside, on the right hand side, you pretty much get barged into the first left-hander. So you're more probably best being on the left hand side and then you can take the corner wide. But we'll see what happens. And we will jump on board with anyone that goes out first. Now, a few guys going out now. I'll try and get some of the standings up. We will get details, tyres, don't need tyres. Telemetry, disabled, lap data. Don't need track map, and I'll get the times as they start coming in. I'll just turn my mic down because I'm got the car's engine noise in my ears. So we've got a few guys going out on soft straight away. And we will jump on board with who's first up the grid. Let's see who's top. We'll jump on board with last week's winner if he is out. Yep, and he is in the Alpha. So we'll keep an eye on him as he's following the Ferrari round by the looks of it. So let's get that off the screen. There we go. So as I said previously, I'm not too fond of Canada. Never seem to be able to hook up a perfect lap without running wide. So people will just be slowing down for track positions and warming the tyres up. We will actually skip forward and see if we can get someone further up. Right, so we've got an incident in Sector 3 already. So tell you what, let's get the map up and then I can see who's on a flying lap. There we go. And we are on board with Wolsey. So I've got Wolsey, who is on a flying lap, I think. Previously from SRL, who I invited over. So we'll see how he gets on in his Alpha Tauri. So as I said, as laps start coming in, I'll update people watching. So there's the first lap in the Haas, the longest, with a 1:11. The Guna just slightly behind. Wolsey posts a decent lap. So go on board with someone starting a lap. So got WPUI, who was I think he was second or third, if I can remember. So he's on an out lap. Got a few cars just moving out the way to let the faster drivers through, which is always nice to see. Got Whale posting a 1:10. First one in the 1:10s. Bolden's been disqualified. He seemed pretty pumped to get racing. He might have slowed down to let faster cars through the first corner, and they've black flagged him. That sometimes happens. The game just doesn't realise what you're doing. So we will see WPI on his flying lap, and we'll see what he can post. Hope I don't give him the commentator's curse, because every time you seem to follow someone on track, they always seem to bin it. So I'll smooth through the first chicane, coming up to the slower second. And a quick blast of DRS down. You should move over left to hook up the right and the left. Yep, stays inside the curve nicely on that one. Shoot down to the hairpin. Nice tight line. Has to double check that a little bit, so he's probably lost a bit of speed there. See if he can make it up on the possibly the hardest corners not to get track invalidation. Which is what I just said. So we'll jump on board with... who's in the pit? Chris is in the pit. Lycorius through the second chicane. Third chicane, sorry. Going down to the hairpin. Need to stay wide and swoop in. Yeah, that was a lot neater. So he's 2.6 off quali, so he'll be looking to get within 1 second-ish. Still got a few guys yet to put in a lap, and he's jumped in. So we'll go out. Who's not gone out? So Whale is still on top on a 1 minute 10.887. Pete's in second place. 2 tenths off. Belongus is just 3 tenths off, and then Kemments, I think Kemments was third in the league after the first race. Yeah, I think he was. I should have brought it up really, or wrote it down. So we've just got the longest running wide a little bit there. Shoot down and see if Dino's on a lap. Dino's another guy I've raced with previously in SRL as well. We had seen him not in a Ferrari. So we'll stay on board with Dino and see what lap he throws in. Thomas shoots into second place. He's a former racer from SRL as well, quite quick. I think he was my teammate last season, and he was going to be my teammate this season, but I've jumped on comms. So he's 2/10 off. So a couple of guys need to get into the 1 minute 10s to challenge Whale. So we'll stay on board with Dino and see how he gets on. He'll be looking to get at least in the top 10. Yellow flag in sector 3, shouldn't bother him. Should be well clear by then. Gotta say, this has a horrible sounding car though. So hooks up that chicane really nice, shoot down to the hairpin. Got Kemmets going in the 1 minute 10s. Knocks Whale down to second. Oh, big lock up from Dino there. So, 2 guys in the 1 minute 10. Dino into the last chicane. Takes that really nice and might get a bit of a draft. Dino stays 15th. I think he had a bit of a big lock up into the hairpin, so he's probably lost a little bit of time there. So we'll shoot down to WPUI. I think I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Who's yet to do a lap, and Martin's yet to do a lap. So a couple of yellow flags, might be cars just stopping to let faster drivers through. Or guys on a hot lap. And that's an invalidation for him there. So jump down to Martin, who's yet to put a time in. Oh, he's on an invalidated lap. So Kemment's still top with a 1 minute 10.720. Got Whale in second. 1.5 tenths off. Got Thomas in third, who's in the pit. Pete is just coming across to start his lap, so we'll stay on board with Pete, give him a bit of airtime. Couple of cars up ahead. Not sure if they're on flying laps, but hopefully they'll move out the way. Car in front looks like he might be on a flying lap, so that might interfere with him slightly. Might get a draft, nice draft down the back here. He moves out the way nicely. So will he get a slipstream off the Red Bull? Locks up a little bit, goes a little bit wide. Probably lost about 2 tenths there. Picks up the DRS and straight shoot down to... Oh, he's bailed out. I thought he might have after the lock up. So, who haven't we seen? We haven't seen Scody. Let's see how Scody gets on. Ooh, he might have just got a little bit distracted into the braking zone there, but I don't think he did too much. He should be alright. Nicely through the first chicane, onto the second slower one. Sweep in, take half a curb. Run the curb again. Very nice. So, will anyone knock comments off the top? Oh, just invalidated. That was unlucky. That was only probably half a wheel or a wheel out that. So, don't see much of Arkhill. Chris is on an outlap, so we'll jump on with Chris. Is that the Alpine? Yeah, the Alpine. Very blue, that. It's more like Mercedes blue. Oh, clips the wall with the inside there. Not too sure whether he picked up damage there, but he should be okay, I think. Wasn't much of a bang. Oh, slightly wide. That'll lose him a couple of attempts. He might bail out of that. Yeah, I think he slowed down. So we will jump. Martin is on a flying lap, I think. So we'll see how Martin gets on. Still not to put a time in yet, so he might be doing my trick and staying out of all the trouble at the back. So we've got 8 people watching tonight. Oh, that was a bit wide. Oh, 3 corners to go. Goes into the hairpin, swings left. Has to ease off a little bit, so that would have lost him a bit of time. So Volungus is just outside pole time. We'll jump on with... Yeah, let's jump on with Clements. It's on an outlap. So we've got 2 minutes 56 left of quali. With Clements sitting on top on a 1 minute 10.7. Then we've got Volungus 300s behind. Whale just behind in 3rd. Didn't see Taylor jump up to 4th. I must have missed that one, sorry. And then Thomas in 5th. So quite a nice split of cars on the top there. Looking good for the McLarens packing the midfield. Not looking good for the Alpha Tauris though. Both down the bottom. Need one of them to put a good performance in. Oh, and Clements has spun. That's unlucky. Could be the old commentator's curse there. Do apologise. So we will jump down to... Let's jump on with Taylor. Seems that we missed out him jumping up to 4th place. So this will be his final chance. Has he got anyone behind him? Nice. Well, yeah, it should be alright. He won't hold him up. So there'll be people jostling for positions here. So we will watch Taylor on his flying lap as he tries to set a pole time to knock Clements off. Ooh, lost the back end and drifted into that chicane then, just as I went on board. Obviously pushing really hard to try and get that pole time. Martin's retired. So that's 2 guys at the back that didn't get to put a lap in. Yeah. That was unlucky for Taylor there. Didn't invalidate that. That was strange. Oh, Greg's jumped to 4th. 2 tenths off. Taylor just slowing down there. I didn't see a collision there with Taylor, and I was on board with him. That's a strange one. I didn't see Daguna collide with Taylor. Unless that was a glitch. Unless I didn't pick it up. So, I think the last few guys will be coming across. Thomas jumps up into 5th. 2.5 tenths off. So we have got Kemmins with the 1 minute 10. Volungus just behind. Whale in 3rd. Greg Stars in 4th and Thomas in 5th. Couple of guys just to come across the line. Here's Whale. See if he can get pole. Oh, and he's pipped pole. 1:10.4. Last week's winner takes pole. Great final lap to knock 3 tenths off. So we have got Whale in 1st, Kemmins in 2nd, Volungus in 3rd, Greg in 4th, Thomas in 5th, and Taylor Mackenzie in 6th. Scody picks up 7th, Pete in 8th, Dino in 9th, and Boduch, I think, in 10th, and that is your top 10. Daguna's got a 5 grid penalty for a collision with Taylor Mackenzie, which I didn't see. I mean, it might be a glitch, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So that one might be one for the stewards if there was a collision or something, but I cannot comment on that one. So that is your quali done, and we will have the feature race next and see if Whale can make it 2 out of 2 from pole. So everyone watching, smash that like button and subscribe, because I will be doing the comms for the foreseeable future in this league this season. So this will be where you'll get all your hybrid F1 action. So we've got Scody, the only guy who went out on mediums. Didn't pick that one up, so that was a good lap for him on the mediums. Obviously going for the long strategy. So hopefully there's no glitches and you get to watch full commentary. Graphics and screen don't seem to be stuttering or anything, so we're looking good. So just waiting on a few players to click through and we will get live action going. Hopefully there's no glitch and we have to reboot everything, because it doesn't half screw everyone's night up, to be fair. So I'll just have a quick whiz into the Discord and see if everything is okay. So we seem to have one or two guys that are having problems. Looks like Dino is struggling to get back in the game. So that could be a problem, because that might cause a racing glitch. Yeah, we seem to be on a frozen screen here because I think Dino is got the same screen as me where it says waiting for players. Gotta say, EA Sports, they really need to sort the shit out with this game for crossplay. I mean, the amount of people that play in leagues and they haven't got their own designated servers, but the likes of Call of Duty and everything else has. I mean, they just don't seem arsed about online or crossplay. I mean, when top esports drivers are complaining about it, it just does take the piss. Pop a quick message in the Discord. Hopefully it will load, because no one wants to be sitting here watching this. Yeah, so we will get the formation lap up soon on the live racing action. So I will keep you entertained for a bit while we're waiting. So post in the comments if you think Whale can lead from pole and make it 2-2, extend his lead in the Drivers' Championship. Or do we think Kemmons will be able to battle through? It's going to be close at the top though. Top 5, I think. I've got to have a good close battle into the first few corners. Hopefully they all keep it on track and we don't get any retirements early on or safety cars. Just wondering, if there is a safety car, will any of the soft runners jump onto hards? Could be worth a gamble, because you can guarantee there's going to be, I'd say, at least 2 safety cars with them tight chicanes. And especially with people trying to stretch the tyres and going into Champions Corner and smashing into the wall. I've seen that happen in a few leagues. So, session starts in a couple of seconds. There we go, for the formation lap. So I've got Whale on pole, Got Kemmins in the Red Bull in second. Wales in the Alfa Romeo. Then we've got Volungus in the Haas. Greg Stars in the McLaren. Thomas in the Ferrari in fifth. Taylor Mackenzie in the Alpine. Scody in the Merc in seventh, only running on mediums. Pete in the other McLaren, so 2 McLarens in the top 10. Haas is Dino, who will hopefully get back control of his car once formation's finished, so both Haas in the top 10. Boduch in 10th in the other Red Bull. Then we've got Ark Hilly in 11th. Chris in 12th. VX Hunter 13th. The Bad X11 in 14th. WPUI in 15th. Daguna with his 5th place penalty, which was, according to Discord, a bit of a contentious decision. In 16th, Wolsey in 17th. Lycorius in 18th. The Martin in the other Alpha Tauri, looks like he might get connection back. And Bowden at the back. So we will just skip it back onto this and we will get a couple of the information up. Right, detail, position change off the first. Telemetry, don't need that on. Lap data, don't need that on. And full track map. So we will go with the interval. We've just got the guys coming into the getting formation. Guy at the back has spun in the Mercedes. Hopefully you can get back in. A couple of guys just jumped the markers there. Can't see the lights, so we will jump on board with Whale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's go! Green light, green light, green light. And we've got Whale with a good start on the left hand side. As he comes across. Looks like he's on hard tyres. So Whale in first place. Streaking out of the front. See if we can jump onto spectator menu. Want it on broadcast. So we've got Kemmins in third, trying to chase down the Ferrari. Thomas got into second place off the start, so he's made up 3 places. Bowden's made up 7 on the start. Pete slipped right down. And we've got another spinner by the looks of it. Sector 2, it looks like VX Hunter. Scody's lost places. Let's shoot down to Scody, see what happened. Has he got any damage? Don't think he's got any damage. So, ooh, a couple of cars going in here. We've got a car in AI. So I don't think Martin got back control of his car. 2 in the pit, must have picked up damage. So that's unfortunate, so they'll probably be putting hards on. Got a tight battle here between VX as he tries to go around the outside of Lycoris with the softs. He should be able to hold on, yes he does. Got Wolsey just ahead of them. Battle up the top is still Whale and Thomas. As Thomas tries to chase down. So Whale will be trying to streak away. Just find out what tyres. Ah, so we did have Whale on hards. I thought we did. Pete with a 5-second penalty. and a 3-second penalty, so that's 8. So that's not going to look good. So Pete with another 3-second penalty. As Thomas goes around the outside on the softs. I'll be looking to stretch them softs and get a bit of a lead away from Whale. As Whale's trying to come back on the hards, try and stick in his DRS with a soft runner to pull him away from Kemments in third. Who has got Greg right behind him in the McLaren. Got Volungus, who's lost 3 places off the pole. Big losers in the start was Scody and Pete. Pete's retired. That's unfortunate after being up towards the top for the McLarens. Got Bowden, who's made up 9 places off the start. So he's the big winner from that start. Got Wales still clinging on to Thomas in second place. Couple of close battles down in the midfield. Got Greg's making a move on Volungus for 5th as he slopes down the outside. Hard versus mediums. Try and fight back under the straight. Will he go for the inside? No, he backs out. So we've got Greg keeping up the McLarens after his teammate has retired. Bowden making the moves in the midfield, 10 places. Oh, has he lost? I think he might have just clipped the wall there. He's lost a place to Daguna. He took advantage from that mistake. Scody with the fastest lap. We've got WPUI, the other Mercedes, hot on the back of Bowden. Thomas still ahead of Whale, but Whale's clinging on well. Kemments still in 3rd in DRS, Taylor still in DRS. Greg's just slipped out of DRS from Taylor, so he might start losing a bit of pace. Got Dino, who did get control of his car again, so 2 has in the 6 and 8 positions, doing well. So Whale is getting closer to Thomas here under DRS. Looks like they're both trying to stretch away from Kemments, but he's clinging on just. Still in DRS. I'll say Whale's doing well to cling on back of Thomas on the hard tyres. Only 1 DNF up to now is Pete. Scody putting in another fastest lap, trying to battle his way back from the early incident. Didn't see what happened personally. I think he was in... he must have been 6th. 6th or 7th I think he was when the incident happened. Pete must have picked up damage and then he's tried to battle back and cut a few corners. So we've got Whale making a move on the inside. Nicely done. Thomas is just getting caught by Kemments a little bit with DRS. Volungus gets a 3-second penalty, as so does Boduch, and he also loses a place to the bad X11. Ooh, we've got an incident there. Looks just as he'd made the position, he must have lost it, which is unfortunate. Don't know whether he's got any damage. He's got VX right on his tail now though. So we've still got the top 3 battling each other. Taylor Mackenzie is just trying to cling on the DRS. Bowden with 3-second penalty. So people racking up the penalties now. Laguna in 9th, just clinging on to Bowden. Quite a few cars in this battle, so we'll stay on board. We look behind Laguna to WPUI. It's too far back to make a move as there's a move ahead. Yellow flag. Oh, we've got a... Was that Greg? Yep, Greg has crashed on the main straight. So will that bring out a safety car? No, it's just yellow flags at the minute. So, still following Laguna with WPUI. Right on his tail. Oh, he's lost it a little bit. Looks like Dino is going to make the move on him. Yeah, he does. He slips through. Scody posting another fastest lap. Oh, this is getting tight. Gets back with the DRS. So, Whale and Thomas still top. Kemments still behind in 3rd. Taylor's a lot closer now, so we will quickly jump up. So the top 4 are streaking away here. So I think if all things go correct, your winner could be from one of these 4. As there is a 6-second gap from 4th to 5th. Cameron's coming under pressure from Taylor as he leaves a little bit the back end slipping out, and Taylor McKenzie jumps through. Will he be able to get back under DRS on the next straight? Taylor a little bit scrappy in that chicane, but holds on 3rd place, still under DRS from the cars in front. I think Kemmons will want to be getting that place back though pretty soon, and we'll probably do it after the hairpin. Thomas looks to be too far back to be able to make a move on Whale. So we've got this top 4 and then 4.3 seconds off 4th to 5th. Valungus has broken away from Bowden slightly. Got Wolsey sitting in 14th. So not doing too bad after starting in 17th, made up a couple of places. All the big losers seem to be Scody and Greg after Greg hit the wall on the start straight. So Whale is just streaking away now at the front. He's broke the DRS to Thomas. So Thomas is coming under fire. Laguna picks up 3 seconds of penalties. I think Thomas's soft tyres might slightly be going off here, and that's why he's losing time. I think Taylor on the mediums. Oh, Taylor loses the back end slightly there on throttle, but picks it up pretty quick. Taylor might get close enough here to make a move on Thomas, and he's also got Kemments right on his tail. So as I said, these 4 are quite clear. Yeah, thought Thomas's tyres were going off. So Thomas jumps in and he will probably put on hards. Mediums. So he's jumped on mediums there, which promotes Taylor. So now can take penalty. Told ya, commentators curse. As soon as you jump on board with someone, they make a mistake. So we've got Whale in first. 1.6 seconds. Seems to be increasing little by little to Taylor. Third place we have got Kemments just inside DRS on Taylor McKenzie. Then we've got Valungus, who is 5 seconds back on Kemments. Bowden just catching Valungus. The big gainer in this, 15 places, so well done. But he has got penalties. So if Kemments and Whale can keep it tidy, they might pick up a couple of places. Boduc in 6th. Daguna chasing these down, but he's just outside DRS. I think he just... yeah, he didn't get it. I was gonna say, WPI making a move. No, he's backed out. Oh, Daguna just clips the wall there, so can he make it past on the inside? Does he brake late like Verstappen? No. Oh, there's a Ferrari gone. Bowden has gone. Will he get back going? I think he will. It's in the pits. He's lost a load of places though. Comes out behind his teammate. After pitting, Thomas has rejoined in 12th. He will be chasing down Wolsey without a doubt. As we go on board with the two SRL drivers. Gives it a little look up the inside. Will that put Wolsey off? Keeps it quite tidy. 4 drivers in this little gaggle. Sends it up the inside really nicely with the fresher tyres. Very nicely done. So we've got Ark Hilly leading this little quartet of cars, with Thomas, Wolsey and Bowden right behind, as he looks to be chasing down the bad X11. So Daguna slowly making his way up to the front. I'm trying to figure out what penalties they have. Position change, tyre penalties. Here we go. So we have Lycorius just got a 5-second pen, speeding in the pit lane, so that will put him on 5 seconds. We've got Bowden in 12th with 6 seconds, Daguna in 7th with 3, Boduc with 3 in 5th, Volungus with 6 penalties in 4th place, and Taylor Mackenzie with 3 in 2nd. Your leader is still Whale. Thomas is slowly climbing his way back up. Bit of corner cutting there from the Williams. As we will see if Thomas can stretch away. He will have DRS over the Williams, so he might be able just to claw back. Wing fully open, but I think Thomas might have that corner pretty safe. Got Ark Hilly just behind in the Alpha. Thomas will come under a bit of pressure though. Daguna, has he pitted? Yes, and he's coming out on hards. Scody, after losing a load of places at the start, is working his way back up again. So we'll bring back up the tyres. So hards and mediums a lot. So Whale is still up top, and he is 2 seconds clear. Length of the straight, length of the back straight should I say. Taylor is coming under pressure from Kemments. Don't forget Taylor's got the penalties as well, so he needs to stay clean. 6 seconds back to Volungus, so these 3 guys are pretty clear from racing. Kemments seems to be having a little bit of issues. Missed his braking spot there slightly. So then we've got Volungus, who's got the second Red Bull chasing him down. I'll try and find a tight battle. Got Ark Hilly trying to chase down the bad X11 and Bowden right behind after the earlier spin. So can the Alpha fend off the Ferrari? Might just be able to chuck it up the inside. Both got DRS. So Wales stretched it out to 2.5 seconds now from Taylor. Kemments has took Taylor. Will Kemments be able to use the DRS to stretch away? Oh, 3-second penalties for WPUI. Greg Stars with 3-second penalty, obviously pushing to try and close that gap up after the early incident. So your top 10 is Whale in first with a 2.2 second gap. Kemments in second, but with Taylor right on his tail. In third, the longest, 6 seconds back with Boduc on his tail. UI having a bit of a lonely race just outside DRS. Dino behind with a Ferrari right up his arse, with the Ferrari just past him. Nice clean overtake from Thomas as he starts chasing his way down. Sky's looking a bit cloudy. I'm not sure whether it's meant to be a wet race or anything. So we've got Dino with the bad X11 following him. Daguna with 3-second penalties. I think he might be on 6 now. Arkilly is still there. Looks like Bowden slipped a few places down, so I think he was right behind Arkilly. So we've got the bad X11 pitting. Will it be hards? Yep, set of hards. So that'll promote Daguna. Scody has jumped back up into 11th after he was in last place due to the earlier incident. Couple of pits from certain guys. Chris has jumped in the pits. So we've got Taylor still trying to chase down Kemments again, just outside DRS. Whale is at now 1.9, so Kemments is closing slightly. I think it's going to take a mistake from Whale though, and hopefully I don't jinx him. Oh, it just rubs the wall a little bit. Shouldn't have caused any damage. Taylor jumps in the pits, he'll be going on to hard tyres as well. Nice stop from the Alpines, and that'll probably bring him out in 11th maybe. Just see a car coming round the first corner there. Yeah, safely out in 8th. Arkilly just slipping in behind him. Wolsey in the top 10. Getting chased down by Scody. Fastest lap from Bowden. So he is in the Ferrari. Having a very fun-packed race up to now. Was in last place. Got up to 6th I think, and then spun and ended up down the bottom and then fighting his way back up again. So I think he's the only guy on softs. So try and give guys a bit of airtime. So we've got VX Hunter in 15th, his teammate Daguna a couple of places ahead of him. Lost 2 places off the start, his starting position. We've got Martin having a bit of a lonely race. 9 seconds off VX. And then we've got Greg, who was doing really well, and I think he must have spun in the chicane, the Champions Corner, and unfortunately I think he took his wing off into the pit hoardings. So I think Martin is AI actually. Yeah, he is. Got Lycorius in 18th, who was up at the top, but he's pitted. So Greg should just be able to go straight through him. Unless he's just glitching on my screen. Yeah, he is. He's AI. VX with 3-second penalties, so only a few guys clean which is Whale, Kemments, Thomas, Dino, Ballsy, Scody and Martin. So Whale is still keeping a 2-second lead from Kemments in second, as you can just see him going around the first corner, frustratingly. The longest in third place, 9 seconds. But as I said, the top two are clean of pens up to now. No safety cars as well for this race up to now, halfway through. Well, a little bit more than halfway. So we've got WPI picking up another 3-second penalty. 11 places gained. Thomas in 5th, who was leading the race with Whale on softs and then had to pick the mediums, so I don't know whether he's going to go softs at the end. So we got WPI but spun, unfortunately. Looks like he just probably got the throttle down too early. Got 2 cars slowly behind there, battling, which is Scody has made the place on Wolsey. Can Wolsey get back with the aid of DRS? She'll see if he can just take him down the straight. He's got DRS, will he pull out to the inside? Nope. Decides better of it as WPI jumps in the pit as he damaged his wing. Nope, just a tyre change. Nice quick stop. So still no movement in your top 5. Whale is still 2nd. Kemments is in 2nd place. The longest in 3rd, but 9 seconds off, so it's pretty much Kemments and Whale on hards, and then they'll probably jump onto softs towards the end. The longest in 3rd is on hards. Thomas is on mediums, so he might be jumping on softs at the end. Good first stint from Thomas, from 5th on the grid to get up to the top and lead a couple of laps with Whale. Taylor Mackenzie in 5th. Everyone's just outside DRS of each other apart from Boduch and VX down the bottom. Whale has jumped in the pits, so let's see if he will take on the hards or the mediums. Oh, Taylor Mackenzie picks up more penalties. He is on mediums, so that'll push. Will Whale come out in front? He needs to be fair. Yeah, out in front of Taylor, so he will jump after Thomas. Just slightly out of DRS, but he's on the fresher tyres, so Thomas will know that. Kemments in 1st will probably come in this lap. Bowden picks up more penalties. Oh, that's a big lock up. That is a big lock up. If he wasn't changing his tyres, he might be now. Obviously pushing so hard there with Whale pitting to do a quick 2nd lap and stay out a bit longer. So we'll see if he jumps in the pits now, or will he do one more quick lap? Yeah, it's going longer. He'll be struggling with the back end a little bit. We've got Thomas getting chased down by Whale. Taylor Mackenzie's 2 seconds behind Whale, so should be alright. I didn't know you could cut that corner that much. You learned something new. So I've got Thomas trying to battle off Whale into the first couple of corners. We go on board with Thomas looking back at the Alfa Romeo from the Ferrari's tail. 5 temps. DRS to come up soon, so that should aid Whale on passing. I don't think Thomas will go too defensive because I think he's on a slightly different strat. Got Bowden and Dino both jumping in the pits. Oh, Whale will be looking to get past pretty quick. Probably down the back straight. Or will he send it into the hairpin? No, He's biding his time. Nice tight line. And Thomas might have cheekily slowed down there to get DRS. Oh no, Whale got it. So, nice move there, no point battling. Different strat, I think. Now Thomas slips it into third. Kemmons is finally pitted. And he's put fresh mediums on. So that should bring him out in fourth. Yes. Nicely out in fourth. Greg gets 3 second penalties. So the top 2 is Whale back in first. Clip the wall a little bit. Thomas in second, just staying inside his DRS. Goldie with the fastest lap again. Takes it back. Taylor in third. Outside Thomas's DRS. Kemmons in fourth. Belungus in fifth. Racing his own race. Everyone seems to be pretty spaced out now. So we will slip down to Dino with Ballsy, VX and Bowden. So we'll jump on board with Ballsy. I'll tell you what, we'll go VX so we can look behind and in front then. So we've got Bowden chasing down VX in the Ferrari. Ferrari versus Aston. So back straight, might be able to get it done under. Yeah, he'll get it done under DRS. Oh, bit of a collision. Not too sure whether there was a bit of blocking there. So Bowden slips up into 13th. The Gooner is chasing his teammate down. So we have got... Did we have an Alpine spinning then? Nope. So we'll skip back up. That was a close battle. We've got the Williams and the Mercedes battling here for 8th place. I was going to say I don't think 2 cars were going to go through there very well. So we've got the Williams in the middle of both Mercedes. We go down the final hairpin onto the back straight. Oh! Lost it under throttling. Too much throttle. Might have just put the Alpha off slightly there because he didn't think he was ghosting. Now we've got the Ferrari trying to go around the outside of both of them. But a little bit of bumping. 3 cars aren't going to go into this corner. Yeah, the Williams pits. I think he just tried to get the throttle down too early then. And he's retired. I don't know, he could have put softs on maybe. We've got Wolsey in 12th. Top 3 stays the same. Kemmons in 4th after his pit. So Belungus in 5th, Boduc in 6th. Penalties will make a big factor of this though. 2 retirees, one is Pete and the other is the bad X11. WPI picks up more penalties. Wolsey seems to be lagging a little bit. So we've got Bowden in the Ferrari. I think Bowden might have been up there in the top 5 for definite if he hadn't spun in the first left-hand corner. And make a move on the Haas, yes, nice and clean. Goes past Dino into the braking point. Chasing down Arkilly next. Just looks like Kemmons has got past Taylor. So we'll stay on board with Thomas looking back because he has got Kemmons and Taylor chasing him down. I'm surprised there hasn't been a safety car. So Thomas taking the wider, quicker line. Kevin should get past on DRS though. Don't think there's much Thomas can do about it. Nope, holds on well. Oh, Thomas's pit. Jump on softs, which is what I predicted. So that promotes Kemmons back up to second. He is 3 seconds off. Whale in front. Just seeing the background. No, not yet. Thomas has come out 6th. So keeping it clean, because he hasn't got any penalties, he should do alright. So your top 2 are penalty free. Taylor McKenzie is got a few penalties, we'll just find out how much. He's got 6 seconds of penalties, so he needs to stay well ahead of Volungus. Volungus has got 6-second penalties, so him and Bowditch should stay in the same place. Thomas will obviously jump up because he's on soft tyres and he's going to catch probably Bowditch and Volungus. Scody, the guy pumping in the fastest laps, is in 7th. VX picks up 3-second penalties, so there is 6 guys out there clean of pens. WPI is on 17, so he's getting closer and closer to being disqualified. So that'll push him right down. So Kemmons is 2.5 behind the leader with 7 laps to go. So Thomas is in 5th now, 7 seconds behind Volungus, so he should catch Volungus and then he'll be looking to catch Taylor and take him because of the penalties. Bowditch has got 3-second penalties, so we'll be looking to follow Thomas through. WPUI's got 17, so he will slip right down to 14th. So we have got... Oh, so the bad X11 didn't retire in the pits because his car's come back out as AI. I've got Bowditch following Thomas. So they are 6 seconds off 4th place. So Thomas is the only one on softs apart from VX. Whale is still keeping his 2 seconds. Seems to be having a nice quiet race. Kemmons trying to push. Taylor in 3rd on old hards. Volungus 7 seconds off Taylor, with Thomas now 6 behind and closing. Oh, Scody takes Bowditch into champion corner. Scody's had a bit of an up and down race, hasn't he? I mean, he got up there and then spun and got all the way back and then fought all the way back up again. Bowditch has been quite quiet. Oh, there's a spin. Not too sure who spun there. So we've still got the top 3. Taylor McKenzie, 3 more penalties, which won't help him. (9 seconds now, so that is going to push him down to 6th. Maybe 8th. No, 5th. WPUI now makes it 20 seconds of penalties. Thomas is closing, but is still 6 seconds off the longest, with 4 laps to go. Let's see if we can get a close battle. Bowden is chasing down WPUI. I mean, with 20 seconds, I mean, would you battle someone? Oh, he's probably gone into the pit to retire. Yep, I thought he might. Unfortunately, penalties to kill you. Dino in 9th, keeping his penalty count clean. He should take 8th. Hilly in 10th with just the 3-second penalties. Wolsey in 11th, keeping it clean as well. He will get promoted into 10th. Greg still battling away after his earlier crash. Martin's AI still 17th. Lycorius 18th. Well off the pace down there. So Achilles picks up more pens. 3 laps to go, and I think Whale has got this pretty much sewn up. 1.4 behind. It's Kemmons. Kemmons probably really be pushing now. Try and close that gap. He actually is catching. Can Kemmons make it to DRS? Must have saved up his ARS for the last push. He's he's in DRS now. He's just slipping outside. I think he'll be braking late here to get into it. Yeah, it's well inside. Can Whale close him off? 3 laps to go with the Canadian Grand Prix, with Whale in first. Kemmons right on his tail. Taylor 7 seconds back from second place in third. Thomas in 5th, getting chased down by the fast lap man Scody. Trying to see if Whale can react here and throw a few laps in, fast laps. Kemmons has definitely got the pacier car. DRS will be a crucial factor. Oh, incident in sector 3. I think it might be Bowden. Yeah. So Daguna picks up 3-second penalties. So that promotes Dino and Wolsey up. So I think Kemmons might be just biding his time here till the last lap, and then he'll go for a really quick one. Whale seems to have reacted a little bit, trying to break the DRS again. Taylor's having a lonely race. Thomas is inside of the longest and Taylor's time, so I think he's got third, if my maths is right. So can Kemmons catch Whale with 2 laps to go and stop him from making it 2 out of 2? Bolduc overtakes Scody, so they're battling out. Looks like Scody might have had a bit of an incident. Scody looks like he's gone down. Oh, he's pitted. Bowden with 12-second penalties, that's not going to help him out. Kemmons is right on the tail of Whale now. Oh, what's happened to Kemmons? Has he got a puncture or has he run out of fuel? I wonder if he's run out of fuel. Oh no. Has he run out of fuel? No safety cars. He probably might have underfueled. That promotes Volungus for now into third. Thomas up into fourth. Wales pretty much got that sewn up. He can just cruise round and take his second win. I wonder if Kement's underfueled. Don't think he had it. So, got Whale just cruising round now after Kement's has DNF'd. Definitely didn't look like a puncher. Could have been underfueled. So we got Whale in first, Taylor in second, but Pens will come into play, same with Volungus. Thomas is trying to get that 9 second for second place, I think. It's going to be a close one. So Whale crosses the line to take 2 out of 2. Led from the start, well done Whale. Taylor takes provisional second for now. Volungus will take third. Looks like he's run out of fuel. So where will Thomas finish? Thomas gets third. Thought he might have just got it. Volungus in fourth. Boduch in fifth. Dino coming through in sixth. Wolsey in 7th, nice and clean. Arkilly in 9th, Bowden in 10th. Daguna in 10th, Bowden slips down to 11th due to penalties, and we've got VX and Greg to come across the start straight. Be interesting to see what happened to Kement's. I think he might have underfueled. And we've got VX, Greg, Martin, Chris and Lycorius rounding out your top 16 for DNFs. And that is all we have for the Canadian GP, with Whale taking the pole, taking the race win, and Bowden obviously gets driver of the day because he started last and made up so many places. I was actually hoping for a good last lap battle there, but I'm pretty sure I'm not 100% Kement's underfueled his car there, which is a shame because I seen the longest, I think, was struggling in 4th gear, so I think he might have underfueled his as well. So we got Whale with first place for Alfa Romeo, Taylor in second for Alice, in third for Ferrari. So as I said, 2 wins out of 2 for Whale to extend his championship lead, and led from pole. So I will just go through the final results. So as I said, Whale in first, cleaner pens. Taylor in second, Thomas in third, Volungus in fourth, Boduch in fifth, Dino in 6th, Wolsey in 7th, Scody in 8th, Arkilly takes 9th, Daguna in 10th, and that is your top 10. So I will catch you all next week, and have a good night.